Hello, everyone. This is TribeFan879, and this is Rockies Week in Simulation Baseball, the final edition. Thank you for everyone who has stuck around through these recaps, and we'll just go ahead and get started. This recap will get 2 of 3 games against the Diamondbacks and 2 of 4 games against the Phillies. And we'll start off with Game 1 against the Diamondbacks. German Marquez and Zach Greinke. This was a very close game. Diamondbacks get out in the bottom half of the first. Eduardo Escobar reaches on a fielder's choice, goes to third on a David Peralta single, and then Paul Goldschmidt brings him in, and it'd make it 1-0. That would remain the score until the top half of the sixth. A one-out double by Charlie Blackmon, and then a 2-out double by David Dahl ties the game at 1. And then we go to the 8th inning. They let Greinke start the 8th, and probably not such a good idea. Single by Tony Wolters, and then Gerardo Parra pinch hit, and he's singled, and Wolters goes to third. After Jake Diekman replaced Greinke, he got Blackmon to fly out, then he got pulled for Brad Ziegler, and then he gives up a sacrifice fly to Blackmon that scored Wolters, and that put the score at 2-1, and that would be your final. Wade Davis finishes off the 9th for the save. Marquez went 7 for the win. Ottavino pitched a scoreless 8th, and then Davis for the 9th. Greinke would go 7 innings and then give up the 2 hits, so he'd get the loss in that game. Game 154. This is Antonio Senzatella and Patrick Corbin. This is actually another low scoring game. These games weren't that high scoring. David Peralta 2-out home run in the first, and then in the third, Eduardo Escobar triple. David Peralta, I guess he was your offense today. RBI ground out. The Rockies got a couple runs into scoring position. In fact, their best rally was probably in the 9th. They had runners on second and third with 1 out and could not score. Brad Boxberger pitched the 9th after Corbin went 8. Pitcher's duel, they're a good thing. All right, like I said, Senzatella went 5, and the rest of the bullpen held, but the offense did not show up. Game 155 was also shown on the channel. You can watch that at your own leisure. All right, we'll go to Game 1 against the Phillies. Zach Eflin and John Gray were scoreless until the top of the third when Eflin goes deep off of John Gray and gone. So 1-0 on an unexpected source. Then the bottom of the third, Ian Desmond leads off with a single. He goes to second on a walk. Everybody moves up on a wild pitch. The bases were loaded when Blackmon walked, but DJ LeMahieu hit into an RBI groundout. And 1-1. Phillies retook the lead in the top half when Rhys Hoskins led off the top of the fourth with a solo home run. 2-1 Phillies. They would remain that way till the bottom of the sixth. 1-out double by Nolan Arenado, and then Gerardo Parra with an RBI single ties the game at 2, and that would be it for Eflin. He would get the no decision because in the bottom of the 7th, Ryan McMahon comes up pinch hitting for Gray. Yep. In the bottom of the 7th, and he tattoos it deep and gone. And that would be your go-ahead home run. Wade Davis would get the save. And then, let's see, who would get the win? This would be Harrison Musgrave gets the win because he was in the top of the 7th. Actually, no, Gray would get the win. He was in the top of the 7th. And so Musgrave would get the hold and Davis would get the save in a 3-2 Rockies victory. Oops. God. Okay, so game 157 and 158 were shown on the channel. Game 157 was Vince Velasquez and Chad Bettis. And game 158 was Nick Pivetta, I believe, against Herman Marquez. Both are solid watches if you want to go ahead and watch them on the channel. Final game of the series. Game 159. Jake Arrieta against Antonio Senzatella. We'll start off in the bottom half of the first. Charlie Blackmon triple. DJ LeMahieu sacrifice fly. David Dahl solo home run. 2-0. Go to the top of the third. Dylan Cousins reached and then rolled a 3 to get his jump rating. Stole second and then went to third on a Chris Iannetta error. After Andrew Knapp was hit by a pitch, Arrieta struck out, and then Cesar Hernandez with an RBI single cut the Phillies deficit to 2-1. Actually, no, that was in the fourth inning. Sorry. In the third inning, we'll backtrack an inning. Jose Bautista went out walk and scores on a Rhys Hoskins double. Yeah, with a 2-out double. Then Cousins scores after a stolen base, an error, and a single. So at that point, it's 2-2. And then in the bottom half of the fifth, the Rockies took the lead, all with 2 outs. Blackmon walked, went to second on a balk, and then back-to-back singles by LeMahieu and Dahl scored Blackmon 3-2. However, since Wade Davis has practically pitched in every win, he was unavailable. He would have pitched for the third straight day, and no, you can't do that. So we tried to bring in Jake McGee. I got the first 2 outs, so it was looking all right. And then Rhys Hoskins said, enough of this. You've been leaving the ball up. I'm going to take you out of here. Home run. Rhys Hoskins ties the game at 3. Then double for Carlos Santana. Cousins with an RBI single. 4-3. And then after a walk and a wild pitch, Kingery walked, moved up. Him and Cousins moved up. Andrew Knapp with a 3-run homer puts the game out of reach. Hector Neris would finish the game in the bottom of the ninth. Let's see here. This would be... Actually, Neris would get the win. He pitched, he got the final 4 outs. And then Jake McGee would get the loss. So the Rockies finish this 7-game set with a 77-82 record. So yes, they've officially got a losing season. Yeah. All right, so the final 3 games of the season are against the Washington Nationals. All of them will be on the channel. The middle game will have Steven Strasburg. The first game will have Joe Ross. And then the last game, they probably just threw whoever out there. You'll get to know him. And then the Rockies did play a game 163. With it being under 500, I'm just going to play the game in super advanced and just have fun with it. I may play it like a spring training game where the starters get like an at bat or 2 and then just get pulled. We'll see. So yeah. All right. That concludes Rockies Weekend Simulation Baseball on the Tribe Fan 879 YouTube channel. Thank you for watching. Please make sure you hit the like button. If you are watching for the first time or have been watching and not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and hit that bell icon. You'll be notified of any new videos. And whatever games you are playing, please enjoy them to the fullest. Have a good night, everybody.